As part of a unit on space or on rockets and projectiles, another very easy rocket or projectile to make is a foam projectile. And this is made with lengths of radiator foam, insulating foam that you can buy from a DIY store. And what you do is you cut off a length, and it doesn't really matter about how long it is. That can be part of your investigation for later. The different lengths will always work. And what you need to do is you need to cut your foam, make 4 incisions about halfway up, and usually I cut them like a clock: 12, 6, 3 and 9, so that you have 4 incisions made so that you can open them out like this. Now the next thing that you need is a heavy duty elastic or rubber band and some duct tape. So tear off a length of duct tape, cut this in 2 or 3 pieces, and use these to attach the elastic band or the rubber band to the insulation, like this. Now you will need more duct tape, cut into pieces. And you'll need to put a piece of duct tape around the foam like this to make sure that the elastic doesn't come off when you pull. Next, you need a piece of card cut in the shape of a square. And from the shape of a square, you can make 2 triangles like this. There's the square, and there are the 2 triangles. Now, into each of these triangles you need to cut. So if you cut from the bottom halfway with 1 piece, and from the top halfway with the other piece, now the 2 pieces can slot together like this to make your fins. Now that you have your fins made, you can separate the 4 legs of the foam and put your fins on like this. We now need 2 more pieces of tape, 1 piece to stop the fins falling down and 1 piece to stop the fins from going up too high. So I'm putting the first piece on the bottom like this. Provided the tape is cut, this is easy for all children to do, even the smaller children. Now your projectile is ready. And of course, you can decorate this in any way you want. You can put in portholes, you can use tape along the fins, you can even have a very small one. And the next thing then is to launch your projectile. So you can just launch this by putting it on your thumb. Keep your thumb straight. Put the elastic around the very tip of your thumb and pull back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Now for older students, if you would like to have a little bit more maths and science incorporated into this lesson, you can launch, you can take a launcher and you can launch this with a clinometer that is made just using a pin, a piece of string and a little weight at the bottom. And what you do is for each projectile that you launch, for a fair test, all the projectiles need to be the same size, all the fins need to be the same size. You put the elastic on the top of your launcher and you pull it back to the same amount, and I have made a mark of 30 centimetres, so each projectile that I launch will be pulled back to the same 30 centimetres, and now I can change the angle of launch from an angle of 0 to an angle of 90 or an angle of 45, and now I can record the difference that changing the angle will make to how far the projectile flies. And different angles will give different results. So that is how we use our foam projectiles, and they're a lot of fun from the youngest students to the older students because it is quite a versatile one, and it doesn't matter the size of your launcher either. You can launch quite nicely from smaller launch pads if you like. Different angles again.